Surprise! It is my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, cheers. Oh, thank you. You guys are so kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo, yay, happy birthday. Cheers. If you are listening to this podcast on March 2nd, that means that you are listening on the date that I was brought earthside 31 years ago. If, however, you are listening sometime after March 2nd and you still want to send me a message, send me a gift, I'm always open to receiving love and energy in all of its forms. So please don't let the day defer you from reaching out, saying hi, wishing me happy birthday, saying you're so happy I was born, because I am so happy. I'm finally in a place in my life where I'm so happy that I was born. And there was a long time in my life. There was a lot of times in my life that I did not want to be here, and I wonder if maybe you can relate to that sometimes it felt like there was no point. What's the point? Life's hard, etc. But finally, thankfully, I am in a place where I am happy to celebrate my birthday, happy to have been alive for another year, and hope that I have at least another 60 years left on this planet, because life's fucking awesome. Life is awesome. So on that note, in honor of the day that at 10:13 a.m., my amazing mother brought me earthside, I have put together a list of 31 of my greatest life lessons that I have learned over the past 31 years. Through lots of dark, lots of ups, lots of downs, lots of dark. We're finally at the light. Cheers to that. We're finally in the light. So as a gift to you, to celebrate another trip around the sun. As a gift to you, beautiful listeners, for the first 31 people who send me a DM on Instagram at the Step Queen, the first 31 people who send me a DM at the Step Queen on Instagram and wish me a happy birthday, I am going to give you a gift. I'm going to give you a gift with 31 days of journal prompts from the Step Queen on Mindset Journal series. So what is that? What is the Step Queen on Mindset Journal series? Basically, I created these prompts, and I love these prompts because when I first started in personal development and I first kind of dipped my toes into journaling every single morning to get the things in my head out on paper and figure out what was going on, etc., do some visualization. Most of the time when I sat down with a pencil and paper, even as a writer, I didn't know what to write. I didn't know what I was supposed to be writing in my journal. So what I've done now that I've been in personal development for quite a handful of years, and that, I like to consider myself a pretty seasoned pro at writing and journaling now. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and created journal prompts for other people to follow. So when you get up in the morning and you start off in silence or in meditation or whatever you do, when you sit down to journal, you don't have to think about what you want to write. So I've created these prompts very intentionally. It's more of a journey. It's more of a day-by-day journey that you take 5 or 10 minutes and you reflect on that prompt, and whether you write it or you sing it or you dance it or you do whatever, if you follow this process, if you follow each and every day, then in 31 days, I promise you will have learned a lot and grown a lot. So the first 31 people to send me a DM on Instagram at the Step Queen and wish me a happy birthday, I will literally gift these to you as a thank you for being here. I could not do what I do. I could not do what I do every single day that I love so much without you listening to this right here, right now. I'm so honored, and I'm so deeply grateful that you trust me to guide you and that I can show up in service to the beautiful stepmom community. It honestly, I'm going to cry, but you have no idea how much it means to me that you put your faith in me to guide you to the next level, whatever that next level is on your stepmom journey. If you're not a stepmom and you're listening and you find something that resonates with you, that's awesome too. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. So when you message, all you have to say is happy birthday. And I would also like you to let me know which of my upcoming episode, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the 31 things that have been the most important lessons for my life over the last 31 years. What I would like you to do when you message me to claim your free gift is tell me which of these 31 lessons resonated with you the most. Okay? So without further ado, here are my top 31 life lessons over the last 31 years. Where would you take your life if you knew you could not fail? I get it. As a stepmom, mom, and entrepreneur, sometimes it can feel like what everyone else expects of you versus what you dream about for yourself are on opposite ends of the spectrum. As a woman, you're taught from a very young age what society thinks you're worth based on how you look, how you behave, and how much money you're allowed to bring in. But I'm here to show you that you can be the woman who has it all, and not just on the outside. I'm Brittany Lynch, and you are the queen of your castle. So the first one, number one, honestly, my biggest life lesson and my most valuable thing in the whole entire world is my ability to read and write. These are my most cherished abilities, and I have taken them for granted in the past. But I would not be who I am today without the power and the intricacies of written language. You speak your life into existence, right? What you say is, what you think and then you say is, that becomes your life. So be very, very aware of the words that you use in your life, that you listen to, that you say, that you think, because words are the most powerful thing in our whole entire lives. Second lesson, it costs absolutely $0 to be grateful for what you already have. Number 3, gratitude is trendy for a reason. Gratitude is trendy for a reason because when you practice it, when you really understand gratitude and you really practice gratitude, instead of just like saying, oh yeah, sure, I'm grateful for this. When you really honestly embody and know the meaning of gratitude, your life will always have extraordinary meaning. Number 4, our parents always did the best they could with what they were given, period. Number 5, you do not need to look, speak, dress, or behave like somebody else in order to be good enough. Number 6, every human on this planet wants to feel a sense of purpose and belonging, even if they don't align with your value system. Everybody's in search of that same feeling. Number 7, fuck is the most versatile word in the English language, and I fucking love it. Woo! Number 8, it is never, ever, 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 ever too late to start. It is never too late to start. Number 9, always carry toilet paper in your car. Number 10, the Backstreet Boys were a lot more impressive in the 90s. Time heals all wounds. Number 11, this is an important one. Writing, painting, singing, dancing, film making, jewelry making, cabinet painting, sculpting. Those are real jobs. Those are real jobs. Number 12, nobody, and I mean nobody, has it all figured out. Number 13, busy is the new designer drug. Busy is the new designer drug. Busy is an escape. Busy is an avoidance mechanism. Busy is not all it's cracked up to be. Busy is the new designer drug. Number 14, this is important. Take notes on this one. Number 14, don't let your husband go to Costco unattended, even if he has a list. Number 15, if your husband does go to Costco unattended, even with a list, thank him for getting groceries and use your new Active Fryer as often as possible. Number 16, you can cook anything in an Active Fryer. Number 17, this one's important too. They're all important. That's why they made the top 31 list. Number 17, do regular purges of your social media and unfollow or remove anyone who makes you feel like shit or anyone who does not encourage you to grow. Venting, anger, and victim mentality are poisonous. They're cancerous. Cut that shit out. Get rid, do a purge. Just because you've been friends with them for a long time, just because they're your family member, if they're always spewing poison into your world, do a social media purge. Facebook even lets you unfollow people without having to unfriend them, so you don't have to go through that uncomfortable conversation asking for a friend. Number 18, you do not have to be available for anything that makes you feel like shit. Period. Number 19, compassion is the most powerful tool of all time. Compassion. Number 20, it is okay. It is okay to outgrow people, places, and things. Do not make yourself small to make other people feel better. Number 21, if you ever need to clean up a really stinky mess. I learned this in my nursing days. If you ever need to clean up a really stinky mess, whether it's a pet mess, a kid mess, some kind of stinkiness, put Vicks in your nose and carry on your way. Don't breathe through your mouth. Put Vicks in your nose. You're welcome. Number 22, you are not responsible for the bad things that have happened to you, but you are responsible for the way you choose to show up in the world afterward. Number 23, the only thing that you can be certain about in life is that you are going to die and that you have no idea if that will be today, tomorrow, or 50 years from now. Stop waiting to live your life. Do it now. Also get a will and life insurance, but live your life. Number 24, you will always be presented with opportunities in life that help you grow. And some of those opportunities will feel like tragedies. Trust that you have the power to come out stronger. Number 25, don't spank your kids. Number 26, it is not your spouse's job, your stepkid's job, your spouse's ex-wife's job, or your kid's job to make you feel happy. Take responsibility for your happiness. Number 27, the media programs us to hate ourselves, especially if you're a woman. The media programs us to hate ourselves and to hate other people. Be extremely conscious of what you watch and what you listen to and how it makes you feel. Number 29, there is no greater asset than relationships based in reciprocity. If you are giving more than you're receiving, or if you're taking more than you're giving, check yourself. Number 29, spending your mornings intentionally, either in silence and meditation, or in journaling, or in yoga, or in exercise, taking a walk, just sitting with your breath, even with 15 minutes to sit and drink a hot cup of coffee with your thoughts before you hit the ground running, will serve you 10 million times greater than scrolling through Facebook or Instagram the second you peel your eyes open. Take the morning, take 15 minutes in the morning to yourself before you start your day. Number 30. I'm sure if you are a perfectionist, you will have realized that I flubbed up the numbers in this episode. No, it was not intentional. I just apparently I'm not very good at counting from 1 to 30. So here is my on the go number 30 lesson. Number 31 of my most important lessons is that done is better than perfect. Okay. I could have reshot this episode. I could have done it over again. I chose not to. Why? Because getting it done is better than getting it perfect. 70% perfect is better than 100% perfect. I don't know if that made sense. 70% perfect and done and out there is better than 100% perfect and not done and not out there. There was a long time in my life that I held myself to this standard of perfection. And the truth about perfection, the honest to God truth about perfection and waiting until something is perfect to get it out the door is that you're afraid. You're afraid of criticism. You're afraid of what people are going to think. You don't think that you're good enough to get your stuff out there. Have the fucking confidence and learn that what you do, what you say, who you are is good enough to show up in the world, not being perfect, not being polished, not being whatever this ideal standard is that society has programmed us to believe that we have to be in order to show up in the world. So I screwed it up. I'm owning it. I'm not a perfect person. Nobody is perfect. It's okay. Done is better than perfect. This is my on the fly number 30 for screwing up my numbers. And without further ado, number 31. Number 31. Nervous breakdowns, mental breakdowns, having your whole life fall apart, burning your life to the ground. Those things are spiritual awakenings. And I don't know about you, but there have been lots of times in my life where I have done a lot of pushing, struggle, make it hard. And every time that I did that, I mean, there's only so long that you can keep smashing your head into the same brick wall without realizing that this kind of hurts and I should probably stop doing this. And if you just keep trying to push through that anyways, and eventually before you know it, something is going to give. And what happens when you burn your life to the ground or you have a nervous breakdown or whatever that looks like is that you have two choices. You can do something different. You can listen to that little quiet space inside of yourself that says you were made for more than this. This is not the path that you're supposed to be on. And that, my friends, is a spiritual awakening. And when I look back over my life at all of the times that I thought that I would not survive something, you know, my stepfamily was one of those instances. There came a time in my stepfamily life that I did not think that I was going to be able to survive it. And if it wasn't for that moment, it wasn't for that all is lost moment, if it wasn't for that TSN turning point, I would not be here right now sitting in front of you as your fearless leader to show you, to prove to you, to reach my hand down and say, come with me. The water is warm. You have two choices in life. If you do what you've always done, you're going to get what you've always gotten. But if you are ready and you know that you were put on this planet for something amazing, then you are in the right place. And
happy birthday!
It's been a great 31 years. I'm looking forward to 31 more. But if I don't make it 31 more, I know that I can die today. And I know that I have been living my life's purpose. Thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. I hope this episode got your wheels turning and showed you just how powerful you are. I would invite you to take 30 seconds and tap subscribe to this podcast. When you subscribe to the podcast, then rest assured you will never miss an episode. And in no time, spinning your wheels will be a thing of the past. Thank you for listening and subscribing. And if you enjoyed this episode, it would mean the absolute world to me if after you subscribed, you jumped on over and left me a 5-star review, and better yet, a written review. I am on a mission to let every mom and stepmom know that you can create the life of your dreams. And I need your help to change the world. The world needs us. Thank you so much for subscribing and leaving me a 5-star review. I will see you next week, same time, same place. For more behind the scenes action and to get really up close and personal with me and our beautiful step family, jump on over to Instagram and follow me at The Step Queen. Don't be shy, send me a DM, tag me in your posts, tag me in your stories, let me know what you're up to and what about the podcast has been blowing your mind. I cannot wait to get to know you better, and Instagram is my jam. I love you so much. I love you so much. Make it rain, girlfriend.